Hi friends, I hope you all are keeping well. In this video, I am going to explain you what is Mesolithic age. In our previous live classes, we already learned the Stone Age. It's divided into three, like Paleolithic age, also called the Old Stone Age, Mesolithic age, also called the Middle Stone Age, and Neolithic age, it also called the New Stone Age. The life of the Paleolithic age, their man, he was purely a hunter-gatherer and lived in caves and used primitive tools. But when the time came to Mesolithic age, it is happening a cultural change during this period. Whatever the cultural changes made there and which period they lived on the earth, these all the things we are going to study in this chapter. I am going to give only an introduction for the chapter. Detailed study we can do in our live class. Children, the Mesolithic age, this is also called the Middle Stone Age. It is not possible to see exactly when this culture were there. But roughly, we can see the Middle Stone Age or Mesolithic age extended between 11,000 to 6,000 BC. 11,000 to 6,000 BC. And the word Mesolithic. What do you mean by the word Mesolithic? The word Meso. Meso means middle and litho means stone. So Mesolithic means the Middle Stone Age. The Middle Stone Age, we can say like that, it is a period of transition from Old Stone Age to the New Stone Age. That means a cultural change is happening during this period. What cultural change? What was his culture in the Old Stone Age? And he going to a new era, and in between what happened there? That period we can describe as the Mesolithic period. Students, the change, the cultural change, the main changes happen during this time. That means I told already, there is the Paleolithic man. He himself was a food gatherer. He gathered the food, means he collected the food from various sources. And he consumed that food and a rest. That was his life. But when we come to this new age, that means the Mesolithic age, they are the men who learned the domestication. He domesticated animals, he domesticated plants. So this domestication led to a new culture called agriculture, cultivation. He learned to cultivate the crops. Whatever the food grains he required here, he began to cultivate. As he learned the agriculture or he started the agriculture, next progress comes, that is a settled life. After cultivating something in some region, it is not possible to leave that things there and go any other places. It may be destroyed by the wild animals or his enemies. So he started the cultivation and settled nearby that cultivated land itself. That is the beginning of the settled life. So the nomadic man now turned to a settled community. Another cultural change. Again, when he turned as what life, a settled life, there maybe the caves not available, enough caves were maybe not available. So he learned to construct small houses. We can call that a hut. Not very strong houses, weak. The kacha houses he constructed, and that houses is called the cave. So the hut. So from the cave life, he came to a life in his own houses. Okay, children, I can show you one hut that made by the Mesolithic man. Okay, now here another changes. What are some other changes happened during this period? I told one, first one is that the hunter-gatherer, now he began to store the food, he cultivated things, and whatever the surplus things, he learned to store for the future use. Again, he domesticated animals. He learned that some of the animals, they coming to his nearby his house, hut. For what purpose? To take the remains of his food. Okay, so that he learned that he observed that some of the animals are showing some loyalty to him after providing some food to that animal. He observed that it's a dog. So roughly we can say that the dog is the first animal man tamed. For what purpose? To safeguard him from his natural enemies. Then using this animal, not only dog, other animals also he began to domesticate, and with the help of this animal he started his agricultural work. And he discovered new tools improving the agriculture. So with the help of the animals and improved tools, instead of his hand, he cultivated more things and he got the more products. He learned the slash and burn cultivation. He cleared some land and burned that land and cultivated that region for a few years. After losing the fertility of the soil, he left the land and cleared another land and cultivated here. That is called slash and burn cultivation. Still, in some of the regions of our country, we are following that method. But the government banned that one for saving the forest resources. Anyway, the man continued his life in his hut, as well as he cultivated something there. So like that he used some tools. I told that he used some improved tools. What tools he used there? The Paleolithic people, they used rough tools. That means whatever the stone he getting from the nature, that is he made a little bit of shape and he used that one. Leather core tool, flakers, etc. But now he chipped that stone some more and sharpened the edges of the stone, and that sharp chipped small tools or tiny tools we called microliths. In this period also human used only the stone tool, but difference is that that is small tiny tools. We call that one the microlith. Micro means small stone tools. Another change occurred during this period, that is the climatical change. The climate turned warmer. You know, the warm climate, more plants are growing there. As the climate turned warm and there the more plants began to grow there, and new species of animals also appeared there. So these new plants and new animals, and size of the animals also reduced. So like these changes made the life of the man some more easier there. Anyway, the historian or archaeologist, they study all the remains they got from the, or they discovered from the earth, and they made some conclusions regarding the life of the people of the Mesolithic age. In our live classes, we are going to study what was the changes happened in the Mesolithic age in detail. Okay, we have the evidences like that, the tools, the cave paintings, rock paintings, or burials of the Mesolithic men. Friends, I can explain you more about these things in our live class. I hope you got an idea about what is called the Mesolithic age and its features. Thank you.